Hello, everybody. It's a Monday. Time to make some things with me. I am Mariah. Patricia's in the background on Mondays. She does not show her face, but she does share her opinions. Together, we are PM Artist Studio. I love it when I get a chuckle out of her. See, not everybody could deal with that kind of, that kind of intro. All right, my Arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back, because otherwise I do not know that you were here, and we like to know that you were here because, as I said, we are arty and friendly. Thumbsy upsies. That's that little thing right over in this area. There's a thumb, and then you press it, and then you're like, woo!
It upsy.
Yeah, you can woo on your own, but just know I'm wooing for you once you press that. If you're feeling extra friendly, and then who was it? I can't remember. Because I haven't responded to the messages, but sometimes they come through, and then I just kind of read a little bit of it or whatever. And they said, so when I say like and share, they were like share, like like the singer, share, that's share. You can share however you want, but I would really appreciate if you'd share the stream with a friend, or share. You can share with Cher.
Yeah.
If you know her. You know her, you love her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems appropriate for what we're doing today. All right, let's say hello to everybody. Thumbsy upsies, like, subscribe, and share. Got that worked out. We've got a seminal mind. That is Sue. Acme is here. Art Junkie, that's Shannon. Becky's here. Cheryl, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Eddie's in the house. Elizabeth, Linda, Lizanne, Lizzie Jean, Lydia. Mark Hines is here. Laura Neal, hello and welcome. Say Elizabeth. Hello, Jenny. I think Jenny just popped in there. Mark Hines. Painting again, that is Sandy. Penka, Pia. Robin, Rosemary, Suzanne Rippard. Hello, Suzanne. Good to see you. Tegan's here. And Tracy LaBeouf. All right. And Zinjin. All right. Some of y'all, it's been a little bit. Happy to see some familiar faces and some new faces. New names. There are icons, but they're itty bitty. Hello, Lorraine. Hey, Robin. All right, give me extra pinky hello hands if I missed you. I didn't miss you on purpose, I promise. Hello, Lee. And then, okay, so we're going to get into this rainbow business. I'm going to get right into it because I got lots of ideas. I don't know if all of it's going to come together. Have y'all ever feel that way where you're like, okay, I got lots of things. I want it to all work together, but that's probably not going to be realistic.
Somebody likes your earrings. Do you want to talk about
them? Oh, yes. These are my earrings from Ever After. I know. Aren't they cool? They're so light, too, which I love.
Have some, too.
Those.
But I have to do laundry.
Those rainbow dangly ones that I really love to wear. They're very heavy. And, by the end of the day, my little earlobes are like, hey, we're done. These are light. I don't know. Okay. So here's one of my thoughts. I love this packaging, and we order lots of this because, this is the tape that I use to, tape up the orders, and the boys use on the mats. It's a very multi, this is the crap tape that P always talks about, but, it has a lot of function. Not always exactly, the way that you want it to, but I want to use this in this here spread of whatnot. And I don't know if I'm going to split it. Maybe that would be cool if I split it and I do the warm colors on this page and the more cool colors on this page.
I think that's a good way to designate.
And then I think it fits well. All right, well, let's get to chopping that out. Now, one side's a little cleaner and better than the other. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that by the time we get through all this, if that really is going to matter. Now, the other thing that I do want to do is just go ahead and rip my pages out like I always do, but I just wanted to, let y'all know we're working in the journal again. Because I have very much enjoyed this. This makes me happy. This is a great little space, it's workable, it's all those things. But we know that it's a lot easier just to rip the pages out and then glue them back in. We're getting, I may just order another one of these. This might just be like a half a year.
Well, because you're tearing you.
Yeah, I can see it's
doubling
getting
up
very,
on the pages.
Yeah, it's fat. I do, you know, fluffy things and whatnot, you know? There's just, it's chunky.
Hello, Betsy.
Hi, Betsy. Hey, Carrie. Okay, so let's cut this. I'm going to leave a little fluffy edges on there just so it tells me that that's where those are. Sometimes I forget.
Jenny J said hello.
Hello, Jenny. Alright, I want this one, because see, this has some weird stuff on it. These are my big old shears. So, and I think I want the bend, but I don't.
Hello, Emma.
Is that true? Do I want that?
We should give yourself the option before you start whacking it.
Agreed. Patricia, agreed.
You know.
You
can always cut it.
That's right. It's harder to put back on.
Exactly.
I also like that this says Rainbow Journey. Might keep that. Taking y'all on a rainbow journey. The other thing that I really want to use, so I don't know, P gave me this sticker, I think, but it's kind of, it wasn't a very good sticker. It's not like the stickers that come from TeePublic, like where we do our shirts and our stickers and all that, you know, our swag, you know, this business. The merch. Not the swag, because we don't give it away. Sorry. But it's not those kind of stickers. And I had it on my cup for a long time, but I had to put tape over it, and then it wasn't doing well. So then I had it stuck to my drawer downstairs, and I was like, well, I'm going to use this for my thing, for my, this spread, because it fits, because we're going to do the rainbows today. Because we're still celebrating Pride, y'all. Actually, we're going to be celebrating Pride as often as we need to. Forever.
Yeah, when I purchased that shirt, they sent the sticker.
Oh, what? Yeah. Well, their stickers aren't as good as the other
shirt
stickers.
Is getting to look kind of peely.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. But it is still sticky on the back. See, it started like water was getting into it. Anyway, or coffee. Really, probably what that was. But I do want to use it. I don't want to forget. It's over here. I'm gonna get these sized up. It's probably gonna, these will probably be the last thing that we add, but we need to, you know, have it sort of gauged in here. And I love the idea of, oh, you know what?
What?
I wish I would have cut that a little closer to the hoodie do. Because I want this, I'm gonna cut it like with the this, but then even using the bottom part, maybe at the bottom, you know, the piece that I'm cutting off.
Yeah, if you don't.
Yeah. I don't know if I need smaller scissors. Those are the super big ones. I need regular big. Okay.
Oh, Pride Parade yesterday in Salt Lake City. It was awesome. Well, that's pretty interesting.
I missed the one out in McKinney. I, for whatever reason, thought it was like this weekend. But it was like the previous, or is that right? Yeah. Losing my mind is basically what's happening. Now, I think the Dallas one, I think it's this weekend. But we're going to be going to, this coming weekend, in Wiley, they have the Juneteenth. And then actually before I go to the Juneteenth thing, a friend of mine, it's just too hot for P. He
can't
cannot
do
do the protesty business during this extreme hotness.
No, I'm waiting for winter. I'm a
She'll get back on
I'm a
the
November
circuit.
protester.
Yeah, she'll get back on the circuit. I don't know.
Hello, Jackie.
Maybe we can get things worked out before then. But anyway, the No Kings thing, we are going to the McKinney one. Prior to meeting and really, starting to support Evan Hunt, who is the candidate that we have been chatting with and hopefully helping out with and volunteering. And that's why I'm going to go to the Juneteenth thing here in Wiley, because the Texas district here is quite large. And it's hard to be in all these different places. So that's why these candidates need representation from their volunteers. So that's why I'm going to be going to the No Kings in McKinney, because that is in our district, and also the Juneteenth thing. So we're out and about and busy. Okay, so we're going to cut that. Just like I said, we're going to put the warmer colors on the one side and the cooler colors on the other side. That's fun. See, now I don't know. Like, we're just gonna hold off on how much we need or want, or maybe it's even that I make it to where it little pops out and we like have lips or whatever thing under there.
If you want the bumpies to be somewhere else, all you have to do is put down that piece you cut off and trace around it. You can have bumpies on the other side.
Well, I was thinking about possibly using the other bumpies, because these are more pastel on the bottom. So we're going to cut that in half. Oop, like that. Like that. I'm loving that. I also pulled out some of this. This is from Ever After from Catherine. And I thought maybe I could color it with some of the markers. We'll see where we get on that. Here's another idea that I had. I just thought I would kind of run through them with y'all. And if there's something that you're like, yeah, you need to do that for sure, just holler out in the chat. Pia suggested a pocket is made using the creases. Yeah, maybe. We're going to do, this will be like our last piece. Figure out, but we need to keep it in mind this whole time. Because, yeah, maybe... So maybe, okay, so if you're talking about a pocket, okay, no, this is good that we're having this conversation right now. It's helpful. Because if we want to do it the other way around,
then
see, that doesn't work. Because if that's the way that we do it, then we need to flip them. See? So our rainbow stays intact properly. Do not, and I've been told by my daughter, don't disrespect the rainbow in its order. She gets real upset about it.
I'm not. These people are cleaning. I'm not going to give that any.
You're just going to mention that they're talking about these things.
No. And somebody said they couldn't hear me. It's probably because I have my head down like that.
She does.
Yep. Is that better?
Yeah. When you. Oh, good. She's touching the mic. It makes me very nervous. That's when it starts getting unconnected, and then we have serious issues. But we do at least know.
Is that better?
How about now? Yeah.
And Mary Helen loves your playful approach, Mariah.
Thank you. The other thing that I really want to do, I was thinking like with the lips. So we need to cut these little guys out. These are the ones that are in the picture. When we do the product pictures. Not to say that we have to use these necessarily, but certainly they are helpful in placement and figuring that out. But we might just go ahead and color these and stick them down. But I was thinking that now we have 3 lips. Here, we're going to do some lip math, y'all. Lip math. Not litmus. Lip math. So there are 7 colors in the rainbow. Now, obviously, they have extended theirs out into, more. But we have 3 sets of lips, which means, a top and a bottom, we got 6. That means we gotta then add a little bit to one of them if we want it all to be represented properly. That's lip math.
Hey, Lexi, I've tried it. It doesn't work. It just makes me ugly.
All right. So, we could even split. She's got kind of a split in her lip anyway, and a tooth and a tooth.
Oh, Tracy's working on a little jar of rocks to send me.
Wonderful.
I need more rocks.
I was just saying that the other day.
You can never have too many rocks. Unless you're paying to move them.
That's right. That's when you realize you might have too many rocks.
You might have to call back your
might have to return
collection.
Right, return some to the wild, or bring up that other Arty friend that is also a rock collector. Now, what might be kind of funny is if we keep with our flippy business. I like it. Where we have the lips underneath there. Or, we put these to one another. Because we got to mind that we're going to have the wire in the middle so that, they're not going to butt right up to one another.
Yes, rocks are heavy to mail.
But I kind of like this idea. Or we could just turn them into like little pockets, like she said. And these could just, you could like just stick your lips in.
There you
that
go.
Seems appropriate. Like that,
And you could even, have them eating the little bits of the,
All right, do we like the pocket idea of them at the bottom, or do we like the top
I like
thing?
the pocket at the bottom because it's weighty.
Okay. Weighty, she says. Weighty. All right, I like this idea too. Now, so we got the lips. I think that, yes, it's being a pocket. That just makes me chuckle, and I like that. Ooh, you know what else I have?
It's like lips, eating a popsicle kind of thing.
Yes.
That's what I say.
Some of the other lovely rainbowy things we have are, again, from packaging, Rainbow High. I don't like that it has RH on it. If they would just lay off their branding a little bit, that would be super.
Hello, N Web. I meant to say that, but I didn't want to rub them wrong.
I have some of this. That could be fun, like on the back side of things or something. Okay, so we're gonna put that
kind of weak.
Well, remember, we got the pastel-y business at the top there.
I know, but I don't like that.
All right, there's one more thing I'm looking for in particular. Let's see, I have more of that. Pretty sure there's a napkin in here that I'm after. Ha!
Oh, Paula.
Look at that. Look at that, Patricia. Now, it's not like in rainbow
I'm waiting
color.
for it to show up. Yeah, no, but I like, at least that's in the color saturation.
Yeah.
That other one was just weak.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep it off to the side. We know we have it, and I have found it. I found it over there.
Cheryl likes your napkin.
That's a good napkin.
And Lizzie Jean says she loves that drip.
Yeah, that was sent to me recently. It was either by Sue, or that could have been in Ever After stuff, but I feel like it was either Sue or Ever After. Sue, you're here. Claim it. Did you send it?
Now, what are we talking? Okay, Joanne said, I just bought them, so really wasn't happy. I don't know what she bought.
Okay.
And see, Ann Webb says it's too hot to be out protesting. She just gives money.
Yeah. That's helpful. Hey, and they need it. They really do, because there's so many things that, like just little incidental type things that it was explained to us the other day that, especially in the beginning, because that sort of sets a precedent.
Yes, and the people in the
and
Democratic
give it directly to the candidates that you want.
Yes, don't be sending to
just off to
national, because all they do is they give it to the East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah. So if you have one locally, a candidate that you want, you give it directly to them. We learned that. And it is very helpful. Because I always wonder about that too. Like, what are they doing with all that business?
And Sue said she recognizes that now.
Okay. I thought so. And I knew that it had come recently and that I snagged it up. I don't know that it was supposed to go to me necessarily, but I made sure that it stayed with me. Now, I don't have to I can just stick this over here on my computer, and I could just write it out. But I like that it has the pie thing. But do we still get that idea, or does that necessarily matter?
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what.
Here, remember the sticker.
You're gonna put it on there?
Well, I thought about it.
Yeah.
Or I could just write it out.
Just keep it right now and get on with the rest of your stuff, because you don't know that it depends on if it goes with the rest of your stuff.
Okay.
So I say don't glue anything down till you've got it all out there and you've interviewed everybody.
Everybody's interviewed. All right, now, this was a prompt.
Hello, Alice.
And maybe since we're making these pockets, okay, this is allowing us just to make little cool cards.
Apple May, hello.
That's April.
April. Okay.
So we could just turn these into cards. Should we leave the background the way that it is and then just focus on our little cards, and we can write different things on the backs of the cards?
There you go.
But that seems like a lot. Or I kind of like the idea of it just being like stickered down in a bunch of places, and then we just have maybe the lips that move around. Giving lip service.
You could put feet underneath them so they could walk.
Oh,
got any feet?
Like little chicken feet.
Yeah. Or duck feet.
Duck feet. Yeah, I mean, see, we're not judging. Whatever kind of feet you want. I love that idea. That makes me chuckle. Also I wanted to, because I like Carrie's new stamp here. This is his grungy lines. Now I think there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. How many in between?
8 is a good luck number.
6, 7. But see, in between is 7. So we could stamp it black. Or we could stamp it in the wah and then color in between, because that worked really well on the lips the other day. You don't know what I'm talking about. That was last Monday when I set a record by starting and completing. See? Look at how good the lips turned out. Look at that little crackly business that happened. And like that happened like a day or so later. It was kind of weird. That cool though?
They're puckering up.
Mm-hmm.
Might need a little chapstick.
You know. And then, I did end up doing what Jeanette had recommended. It wasn't exactly what she'd recommended, because she thought that I was keeping the other postcard. I think that's what she had said, but see, I kind of cut it up too. So it was a little bit of a Frankenstein situation. But this was my tester thing. I was like, well, that works really well, because it was, same kind of stuff. And then I drew in the turquoise swirls to go with it. Pretty proud of that. And then I colored those with the markers. Finish it all out.
I thought it was most excellent.
Yeah, most excellent. That's how I do art. Most excellently. That's funny. Okay. Now I could just like color in the background, so it's all
Could
rainbow.
you make rainbow lips?
Yes, that's what I was talking about doing. Is actually doing the colors.
Yeah.
All right, let's just do some things like rather than just yammering about it. Let's, and if it sucks, then you know we have the stamp. We can make more of these. It's not like we can't do that.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, so I think
Gray.
that I want to go.
And Rhonda, I don't know if I said hi to you.
So we're gonna go pink. I don't have my red marker, so we're just gonna kind of leave the red out.
Well, now that's interesting.
Pink's gonna be, well, my red marker's downstairs, and I used it all on my poster.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this out there because I think it's an interesting idea. I just don't know if turn the rainbow into a vase and use ellipsis leaves for flowers. I don't know. That sounds a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
So one lip is going to be warm colors and the other is going to be...
Well, I'm going to go with like, these are going to be the orangey, pinky colors. And then go with the yellow, greeny colors. And then more blues and purples on the last one.
All right. I like it.
That's
As Jean says, Botox them babies.
Well, that looks cool. All right, that. Now, greeny, yellows. And
Becky wants to know, did you use ink or paint for the stamps?
These are just like Ranger Black Archival Jet Black. And this paper is the 32-pound hammer mill. Okay. So I do want a turquoisey-ish, and then we need a blue.
Yeah, these are the images that Mariah used for
oh wait, greens. I'm going greens. Greens. This is the
for
blues.
photography. I gotta step away a minute.
Okay. All right, we're gonna leave those out for a second. Maybe with that. Okay, those will be my other ones. Now this we need more of a limey green, and then we'll fade into the blue. Is that right? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Boo-boo. Oh, wonderful, Jenny. I saw the orange thing out of the corner of my eye. I don't know that I love. kind of feel like that should be over that. We got to bring it a little bit different. Maybe? Maybe? What do y'all think of that? Make our green lips do some heavy lifting here.
Oh, the Rocky Horror lip tattoo. Remember, I have one in one of my books.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are looking great, Mariah. So impressed.
Thanks.
Speaking of lips. Great blending, someone said.
Hey, these make it very easy. I will tell you, I've been super impressed with these markers. They last a long time. Like I said, with the red, I used the bejesus out of it. Like, because I did one of our protest signs with it. Actually, 2 different signs. And it still has a little bit in it, but you know, it's starting to like feather out. Okay, is this the darker? I think this is, no, this is the lighter. Okay.
Art Junkie wants to know if they're paint markers.
They are. So these are the Artex acrylic marker. I have them listed over there in our Amazon shop. They come in different sets. Carrie has also reviewed these. I think he enjoyed them. I don't know if he has used them since. You're not a big marker guy.
I'm not a big marker guy.
You are not a big marker guy either.
Mostly find them irritating.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mo, for putting that in there.
I need to fill those out a little bit there. There we go. I like that.
Healing is recycling. Crafting is here.
Hello, Liz.
Are these acrylic or alcohol?
Acrylic. See? Bringing in a different one. I regret that. This is one that Izzy has had to go with. See, that tip is a little less than see, it's fuzzed out there a little at the end. She's hard on them.
Carla joined us. She came in from flower bedding.
All right. All right. I think that looks pretty cool. See, now it's starting to, see, doesn't that feel a little like, okay, now I'm understanding the mission here.
Mary Helen says that Artix makes affordable supplies. When I work with my homeless artists, I can afford them and the kids love them. You are correct.
Yeah.
Some markers get more love than others.
So true. So true. Now, one of the things that we could do, because we have our rainbow stamps, I really wish I had some of those woodies. What did we use instead of the woodies? The pencils that, did we use the ink tints or the other ones?
Well, you know, I have the a big thing of those chalk ones. I don't know where they are though. I mean, I have a whole tin of them.
Yeah, of the ink tintsy kind of.
No, these are like the drawing form of chalk pastels.
Oh, so we would need to seal them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one beautiful thing about like the ink tints things is that they, once you use them, once our water's been, they pretty much are sealed now, depending on how heavy you go or whatever. But
Oh, and Eddie says use a water soluble pastel. Well, I have some of those.
where are the pencil ones? Do you know? Like where are those Faber Castells and who's it? What's it?
The what?
You know the Faber Castell. You know we did a whole like. I know we have
Oh, you mean the
watercolor pencil
yeah,
business.
we do. I just have to uncover them. Might take a little bit.
Okay.
Can you do something else?
Yeah, I'll do something else. Okay. I like this idea. Okay, I love the lips. Maybe we do just glue things down. I just, you know, like it doesn't have to be this.
You don't need to glue things down till you get all of your elements there. Now, I'm just telling you that from an artist's point of view. You never do that.
Yeah.
You're always sorry when you do that.
Yeah, sorry.
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 You have multiple regrets later on.
We don't want to have multiple regrets.
Yeah.
We need very few regrets. Ooh, now what we could do. All right, maybe we do just make the cards because I'm feeling like if we glue this stuff
Your
down.
wet and ink tints, is that what you want?
Yeah.
I even have a little brush in there that will facilitate your, and I have clean water.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do about all that. Let's just play around a wee bit. So line-wise, I have one, see, we could go 3. Could make it, you know. Okay. Now, like you said, I don't think we want to be committed to this here thing.
Oh, the Karen dash.
Or, okay, hold on.
What did I do with those?
I don't know. They should all be, we did locate some that had been, you know, moved locations.
Oh, here they are. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the more crayon-y business.
Yeah,
We need the water ones.
Yeah, right. I have to dismantle my.
Sorry, you're.
See, I have they're stuck down with kneaded erasers onto the thing, and I have sock tops on the.
Right, and so is the red on the inside? I think the red is on the inside, and it works its way out, right?
Here you go. And I've even swatched them for you.
All right, well, I'm going to try something. Okay, is this red?
You have more than one of the.
Okay, poppy red.
Juliet loves the.
Okay, red.
Mary Ellen loves them.
Okay, we're going to go with red, orange. Okay, Roy. Or do we want this orange? I think we kind of want this one. We're going to leave Poppy out. Sorry, Poppy. Got to go, girl. G.
I think you're going to like these better. There's more of a color choice
Red,
here.
orange, yellow. There we go. That goes like that. Okay, hand those over. Well, we're going to play with all of them. I'm going to make some we're going to see which ones we like the best, how it turns out. I do need to stamp. Okay, what I need from you.
I don't have the stamps you do.
I know. If you would be so kind and stamp these with just black ink. I know you got it over there. Hello.
Now, these are water-soluble What are those? What does it say on them?
Well, these are the Neo Color 1.
Okay, here's the Karen Dash. These are the... I don't know. I think these
I can't remember what the whole deal was with the Neo Color 1 versus 2. Right?
Yeah, but I think those are side to
Y'all
side.
out. It's good information. Thank you. See, these are 2s. So, yeah, these are the water ones. Do we have Roy G. Biv? Red? Yeah. Orange, yellow, green. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Wonderful. I'm handing these back to you. These are not the ones that we want right now because I'm going to add some water. I want it to be drippy. I want things to be kind of drippy. There you go.
Okay.
But we're going to try this and this. I do have 2 rainbows here, so why? Okay, I was like, why is this sticky on the back? That was smart. See what she did there? Because she stacks them. But this is a kneaded eraser on the back as a little stopper, or gripper. And some dog hair or cat hair.
Mostly cat.
Mostly cat hair. Okay, so I don't know what this flaky stuff is that is showing up everywhere. It's kind of making me a little crazy.
Well, get out your owl and suck it up.
Get out your owl and suck it up. I don't know if it's going to suck that kind of thing up. Hear that? Suck that up. That. Heck yeah. Okay. I didn't think I was going to enjoy that owl as much as I have. On so many levels. Just wanted to put that in there. Let's just see what we can do with these 2. But then, you know, can you locate your black ink pad just in case?
Give us some. Mo says, PM Artist, I got to read you this right now. So just listen up. PM Artist Studio. Did you see red is outside the rainbow, not inside at the bottom?
So at the top. Okay. All right. We don't want to do our rainbow wrong.
Red is on the outside.
That makes me sad because I actually want more purple. Maybe that's why I felt like that. All right, G. Blue. We're going to go with that blue because I like that one better. Blue.
No, it is not a piece of chewing gum, I promise. If it was chewing gum, it would stick to everything. As it is, it only sticks to the
maybe we go with like
surface of the other carandash thing.
Deep indigo. So indigo, violet. So like that. Okay. Well, let's see what we get done here. And I'm going to go messy. I wanted this to be messy. So don't think I'm just, you know, a really bad colorer.
You want it to be more informal.
Yeah. Childlike. Now, those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we could say hello back. Thumbsy upsy if you haven't done that. And if you're watching on replay, let us know down in the comments below and be sure to give that thumbsy upsy as well.
Yanka showed up there. Somebody said hello to her. I did not see her. I was messing around finding stuff.
I think I went a little heavy with my green. I don't know why I did that, but that's fine. Okay. It's coming in hot with that green.
Oh, this is funny. Eddie puts his gum on his forehead. When I went to the eye doctor to have my eyes worked on, they always mark above your eyebrow which eye is being worked on. And Mariah took a picture of me. She said I look like Harry Potter.
Well, see, I'm done messed up because, well, we'll cut that out. You know, we can fix this. It's fixable. Because I could have, you know, made my red and stuff more so, but I don't think that through. Don't judge.
So, what do you got down there at the bottom? You're supposed to have indigo.
I do. Violet. Sometimes you just gotta cut that out. See?
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Hello, Michelle with 1L.
I'm gonna rub some water on this. See what happens. See, I made that kind of wiggly. Woo! That's a little tiny M.
Well, they don't mark it on your eye. They mark it right above your
eye.
above.
Above the eye.
Yeah.
Not on the eye, not on the lid or anything, but like right above it.
Rhonda wants to know if we've discussed your bracelet yet.
Oh, this one, P made it for Izzy, and thankfully she made it large enough. It does fit me. I wear it all the time. I love it.
I spent a lot of time on that bracelet.
And wasn't it Jeanette? Not Jeanette that comes, but Jeanette built us.
Yes,
that sent us all of these like little button things and whatever. And yeah, Pete like hot glued those little babies down. Now it's lost some jewels, but like I said, I wear this a lot. I love it very much.
Hey, my eye issue is taken care of. I've had both of them done now, and I'm gonna go to the go to the license plates tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
No, I'm sorry, Wednesday.
Okay. I'll let that dry. Should have put it on something. I got some.
Mary Helen loves your beautiful bracelet. I'm thanking you also because I made it.
She made it. I don't know if we established that she
Lizzie
made
Jean
it.
says, I do not know what half the super emojis are. Lizzie Jean, I don't either. By the time I figure out what they mean, and I could have written a word.
She always says to me, what does that mean? She gets real offended. She thinks I'm always sending her like offensive
emojis. Because everybody assumes that I should know. And I don't know why they would assume something like that, number one.
I don't know either, Patricia. All right. Now what are we doing here? So we have, these are the Derwent. They work very well. They're very punchy.
Yeah, you make sure you get those all back in the can. They're going the right way.
I'm going to. There you go.
Eddie says, maybe stop sending P the eggplant emoji. What is that? Which one is that? The one that is a pile of poop, I thought it was a,
I heard chocolate ice cream or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, the soft stuff.
Yeah. I love that we have the Crayola. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. This one right here. So, each one of my things should have a thing. Fine.
What were you doing with that horrible brush?
Just poking water around.
See, Carrie says he doesn't understand emojis either.
Doesn't that look?
Yes, Eddie, chocolate soft serve. Love that stuff.
She loves poop.
I think you did a splendid job on that. It's just very informal.
Wonderful. That's kind of what we're going for. All right, this one I have I should have a row for each one of my colors. Red, orange. I gotta call them out each time. Sorry. I'm gonna get this in order.
Now, those are not very sharp.
No, that's okay.
They still work, right?
Yeah, but it would be a little ideal if they were new and had their little point to them, but somebody... It's, yeah, and thanks to them.
You're lucky they still have wrappers on them. I'm ready to rip those off now.
That's right. You see what she did to the black one?
Yeah, because I was using it for a rubbing. You know, frottage.
Frottage. Gee.
Jessie Cherry said, I was told not to send people the one with the tongue out. We have a tongue out? Is that going... You need some motion marks. Otherwise, it's just, you know... It's kind of like those dogs that have their tongue holding out, you know, hanging out the side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I don't know that I necessarily have indigo.
Just put some black with the blue.
But we're just gonna tap back into our cheat a little bit here because we got indigo in the Derwent.
Hello, Holly King.
Look at this proper rainbow. I mean,
proper.
Submit that to the people. All right, Patricia. Okay, so these are the two things that we have used on our rainbows. There we go. See, love that she wrote that on there. It's funny.
Well, yeah, wasn't that helpful? Karen Dosh. I can't look at it and say it because I want to say something else when I look at it.
Yeah.
I'll hand this over so you can show them my
See, these do a little bit different
methodology here.
I wanna rub them. Sometimes, you know, it needs to be interactive. Seems right, right?
Okay, here, I'm going to show my packaging system.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't think she liked. Did you hear that? There was a lot being said in that. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. This is the packaging system.
And see, they don't slide because they have that kneaded eraser on.
I know, because see,
smushed on the back.
Banging you in the forehead right now.
Oh. I was watching the screen.
Okay, so we need to let our little rainbows dry. I don't know what.
Oh, gee, we don't know this Mungo thing.
What?
She has watercolor crayons.
Oh, yeah, we don't know about that.
Yes, they are watercolor. Some of them were water. The Derwent are the watercolor pencils. Mariah, did you hold this up to the camera?
I did.
Okay.
I did indeed. All right. Here is my thought. Here is my thought.
See, Mary Helen says great storage ideas.
I want this to be more. All right. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? And if I don't like it, we can just, you know, crumple this up or use it for the backside of something else or who's it, what's it. But if I kind of know that I'm going to be, you know, we're going to end up with the pastel up there and we've got our little pocket because we're going to go pocket.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, and it's going to be this size. I think we're going to chop this off. What we can do, though, is we could use this part on the backs of our lips. So let's make that decision right now. Right, meow. Meow.
Oh, Mungo is the brand. They have a pretty decent oil pastel. Not too hard or soft, and the pigments are good too. Bad thing is, if you run out on one, they don't sell in singles.
Yeah, that is a bummer, isn't it? I think that's kind of the art, like with these. That's kind of that situation.
Oh, so you're just going to glue them down and then cut them out, so that'll be on the back side of the lips.
Yes, ma'am. And then what we might do to make these more fun and just kind of seal them up is we'll put the gloopy glop the.
Okay, if you're doing it backwards, the green should be next to the yellow, I think. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Oh, Cheryl says, I've enjoyed the Zig Clean Color water-based and act like watercolors. They are a Kuretake product.
I was just double checking that I did that right. Oh, I need to be down here. That's what, ooh. See? Paying attention. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Another thing that we could do. Yeah, I got an idea about that. Y'all. When you know. I'm going to scoot this. See, I really wanted the pink over there, but.
I think the visual impact is more important than the actual fidelity of
yeah, I know.
Of the whatchamacallit there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a nap on my afternoon agenda. It's in large letters at the top. I didn't get to bed until, well, really asleep until 2. We had some hellacious thunder. I mean, it sounded like it was big, booming on top of the house.
It really did.
Right over the
There
house.
was 2 of them that like it went boom boom like that.
Cannon. It sounded like a cannon going off.
It did. It was pretty trippy.
See, Jenny Roberts Day says a nap sounds good to her too. Mm-hmm. I'm a lot nicer when I'm not sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Well, I like thunder if it's not, bedtime. It's fun to set out on the patio because the roof is tin, and it's really it's quite lovely. And unless it's like
okay, now here's a question:
horizontal rain.
Should I, before I cut these out, I was thinking, well, maybe I should just leave them on these like little stick situations here, and then I can come in with like a lighter color or
okay,
like gray.
I have an idea for you. Just listen to me for one moment, please.
Okay.
If you cut those out,
mm-hmm.
and then you go and you get your other little, and you can attach them to the lips so that you can stick the lips down, and the lips are sticking out of the pockets. The popsicle stick rainbow thing.
Popsicle stick rainbow thing. I don't know what.
Well, you're going to put them on the little.
I guess I'm confused.
No, okay. Do you have another set of where's the other side of your?
Oh, this of my box?
Yeah. Okay, well, see, you've got another set of popsicle sticks there that you can put your lips on. And then you could actually write, some really cool thing on the back of the white part of your.
I wish we would have known that before I stuck them down, but.
Well, I don't think it's going to matter. Because you can, can't you still kind of separate them?
Well, what I can.
Or leave a tab at the bottom?
Yeah, I'm going to leave a little bit that I can glue on to.
Yeah.
That'll be
kind of end of the world there.
Funny there, because it'll be like, who's it, what's it there? But that's fine. But then, okay, on that side, who's it, what's it? Okay, hold on, brain working. Okay. Because then one side's going to be white, but we can color that or I flip it. And then the white side's on that side. And then I just color it with the thing. That'll be fun. Okay. Just had to talk myself through that.
Hello, Carrie Bernaba.
Hello, Carrie.
Oh, yeah. You could do something fun where a little lever moves the lips up and down, you know.
Oh, goodness. I love that idea. I love those pop-ups and all that, but y'all, I mean... you know, one of these days when we have a staff and a who's it, what's it? Yeah.
And Seattle's having lovely weather.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love that idea of the lips moving up and down, but I'm not sure that we have that technical capability.
Okay. I'm going to do that. Now, do I do one color or two? I think I should do it two. Right? Two?
Well, yeah, because I think it's going to take up more space on your, and it's going to be more sturdy.
More sturdy, y'all. Sturdy.
Hop two, Mariah. She's talking about the lips going up and down.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I want that to be like that. And I think, all right, here, what about this thought? Sometimes you just got to see it. So what about that, like going into that, like there? Or do I glue it on the back side? And maybe we just...
Yeah, suck it up.
Yeah, I think that's just going to have to be... That's going to be flip-floppy color-wise, but we're just going to do it. Because it's going to look the best. I mean, if I would have been able to do it in between...
Yeah.
That would have been another thing. But
sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich. I could have done a little more fun stuff. But we're not there, and we just need to move along. I would, you know, I mean, if I could finish two, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Depends on how
it's
crazy we get.
11:03.
So, like, see, that's an option. Oh, that's...
Okay, here, I've got another idea before you do your gluing down. Maybe you need another set of lips. And you can do what you do, and then these can just be kind of floaty lips.
Oh.
You could even magnetize.
Well, listen, lady, you're getting a little cray-cray with that. Can you help that back? You can't help her. Here, hold on. 1 second, I got a mommy for a moment.
She's mommying.
Here, I got you. I know, it's confusing. I know it is.
She has a swimsuit that's extremely complicated. I can't figure it out.
You helped him fix the thing?
Yeah, when I did it,
Oh.
he used the roll. I told him to use the roll right there.
And it worked?
Yeah.
Oh. Cute. Earning your keep. All right.
Thank you.
Sometimes swimsuits are complicated. All right, my friends. This is what I feel like I need to do. I like the idea of it over here and maybe even outlining it in black because that'll be fun. Just to make it, you know, like, hey, we did this on purpose, not it wasn't an afterthought, even though it sort of was.
Oh, okay. I like it.
And then over on this side, well, what I could do is bring in. Now, would I be able to do that with the other ones? I do have pieces. I think I can do that with some pieces.
Well, I was just going to say, can you just
glue
bring another piece to the back of that? Then you don't have to worry about coloring it.
Yeah, I think I got enough stuff that we can do it. Okay, let's just get some things before I do that. I like the idea of the whole outlining it in black.
Okay, Mo says loose lip sync ships.
That's
using
right.
The rainbow as waves. Oh, I see. So
And this is a lot easier to do before you glue it down. So, you know. That's why it was good to have the idea beforehand. Okay. Now, I wonder if I should outline it, because then I'll go with the lips a little bit. That. Now, this packaging has a coating on it, so that's making this a little more interesting. See?
Yes, it does.
I wonder if I should just...
A little more dynamic.
Yeah.
And Yuta says you're close to having a hidden paper clip.
Close, yes. Now, that is not drying. So we're just gonna, because we need to move along, make some things just happen. So, may I have a piece of paper, please?
Big or small?
It doesn't matter. And lay that down on that. Well, it is drying. Just not as fast as I would like that to. I was going to want and outline it with the one stuff. You know what I mean? I think that's what we need.
Okay, Carrie had to go. Bye, Carrie.
Bye,
I just
Carrie.
now saw that. I've been watching Mariah, across the...
That's good. I like it when you get entertained because that says that, other people probably are entertained as well.
I'm reading the chat now. Okay.
All right, we're going to do this one more time. Or... What do I have that's going to stay slicky? I don't want to do glue. Or do I want to do glue? Glue will be alright. Okay.
Hello, M. Darcy's chat stopped.
All right,
I feel your pain, sweetie. My chat does all kinds of things all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I like to pull it out and put it over to the side. Oh, Pinka. That was it. That would make a great t-shirt. Oh, I almost had a hidden paperclip moment. Oh, I see what you're doing so that it'll hurry up and dry.
Yeah, because this is, well, and I think it's going to scratch off.
Yeah.
Because this, it has like a slicky sort of coating on it.
Hey, good problem solving there, Mariah.
Thank you.
Em says she loves the lips and the rainbow.
Awesome. And of course, we're going to use the sparkly rainbow stuff. I mean, come on now. Or,
You know, somewhere, those rainbows, we've got little clouds. We have a cloud stencil.
Yeah, Carrie's. It's the Flyway Home. Do you know where yours are at?
I'm trying to think. I don't.
Because if we could just paint those little boogers up, that'd be fabulous.
Let me look where they might be. And then we might just have to make some more.
Okay. Loving that. It's quite the process, y'all. Oh, love it. It's gonna be so good. One more little tap.
Oh, I have a bunch of Carrie stencils still there. And I've used them because they're all glommed together.
Sticking.
Sticking. Can you hear them?
Mm-hmm. You can put this over off to the side here. Oh, good gosh. Things are happening, y'all. Things are happening. All right, let's see how this works. Need my tweezers. Hold this little booger down.
No clouds, Mariah.
Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, I made a little mark with my... What do you do? Makes me kind of sad. Tell you, this packaging is kind of temperamental. Boopity boo. Okay, note to self, don't press too hard and make a mark. We'll fix that. We'll do something. Here we are again with this situation. Things drying, I don't know. That's kind of fun. You gotta be ready to roll with the punches, y'all.
I think that's a splendid solution there.
Now, these will probably rub off, but that at least kind of made that one part less noticeable. Okay. Now, on the back side here, let's see about... I mean, am I going to do that to all of these? Good golly. I don't know what I've got myself into now.
And Lindsay said that was sweet mark making.
Okay.
And I don't know what Eddie's doing. He's spilling stuff.
Oh, I know. Yes, this is the sparkly one. Isn't that fabulous? Look at that. Ah! Well, I feel like we should do the same thing to the back side here. What do y'all think?
I think so.
Outline it and whatnot. Okay.
But the thing is, your gluing down will work better if you don't put it where the little thing is going to be glued.
My gluing down is going to work better if I don't put it where the little thing's going to be glued.
On the lips, you're planning on outlining the lips, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't put it where you're going to glue down that.
Oh, so you're saying like, so if I mark it here and I know that
yeah,
I'm going to be like here.
Where's the pool bag? Where's the pool bag?
There is no pool bag right now. Why?
What do you need, sweetheart?
All the stuff is over on your table. And around there in that area where all that stuff is.
Remember, you used the blue bag to put a bunch of boxes in. Hey, Izzy, I could find you. I've got one. I'll find it for her.
Okay.
A cute bag. Does it have to be huge? We're good. Don't worry about it.
Gigi, they're good.
Izzy, is this big enough? Isabel.
We're good.
You got it?
We're good.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't go into my closet and dig through a bunch of stuff for that.
Okay. Now this one I'm not going to hold. Well, actually I can hold it down there at the bottom. Oh, that's fabulous.
Good job.
Thank you. And see, we're going to cover up that part so I can hold it there. All right, hold on. Ooh. Lay on fire. All right.
Bye, Sue.
Now, I'm not going to do the in-between lines on there. I just think that that's enough.
I do too.
Okay. Trying to figure out, you know, how much glue do I put down and where.
Jackie Lubbock wants to know where the PM-isms are.
Oh, Mo will probably drop a link for you. But if you're over on our website and you're just kind of looking around, underneath the blog posts, the My Stories.
She put it in.
Okay.
That looks absolutely wonderful, Mariah.
And then I think what we're going to do is just keep it real simple and color this in black over here. Or, will that fit? No, that doesn't fit. Okay. So what do you think about that? Just coloring this in black on this side? Blue. Or I could use the colors. What do you think?
I think you should use the black to write something. I mean the white to be your Here's my idea. So if you go around the edges of the white and do it like you did the rest of your stuff with the wawing, then you have a little placard there to write a really cute little saying or something there.
Well, things got kind of mucky though.
Things got smushy.
Ucky.
Ucky.
Ucky. This is what happens when you're using the glue. See what I can do about cleaning it up a little. Ooh. See, we gotta remember we got things going on this side too. Goodness. Kind of flattened it out. Hey, overall, I'm pretty pleased. Glue's smushing. Gluing like pee.
Oh, I don't see a problem with that.
I don't know.
It'll all dry clear.
That's true. This stuff does dry pretty clear. So you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but it's all mucky. And since it's mucky, ooky.
Let me look at it.
What I'm gonna do?
Why don't you work on another one while I look at that?
Well, what do we want to write on it?
Well, I don't know yet, but I just think it's an opportunity to, have it be a meaningful thing rather than just, a little pull it in and pull it out.
I agree. But if I write a word and then I can outline it, and then so the word will actually be white, but I just color in all around it because that'll then cover up my other mistake stuff here.
I don't care.
She doesn't understand what I'm saying. That's why.
I don't care. I'm just moving, turning around here and sorting files.
Okay. I think if I do the... Well, can you read chat, please? Sorry, not it's chanting the name. Oh, no worries, Cheryl.
People are busy doing stuff. Like somebody's making scraps for their master board.
See, if I do it like so. Then
Cheryl's multitasking.
see what I mean?
Jenny's going to play with her gel plates today.
Wonderful.
And Brandy Bellarts is making scraps for her master board and unpacking Happy Mail. And Paula is swearing. It's a normal day. But she is swearing with an English accent, so that makes it
Posh.
more, like
posh.
Bloody hell, mateys! There, that was my. That was a little Aussie English
with some pirate.
Yeah, yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Remember when Izzy used to do that and stand on one leg? Oh, it was hilarious. Do we have any video of that?
I don't know.
I've asked Van. He's the one that took all those funny videos.
There you go. What do you think?
Brandy Bellarks just spit out her coffee. Oh, well, I hope it's on something that you wanted to stain. Tracy says, using wax today, I might swear in British and a few other languages also. I know some bad words in Spanish.
There we go. Look at that. I think that it's fabulous. What do you think?
I think it's wonderful. It goes with your, the style of the writing goes with your, mucked up, whatchamacallits.
Yeah. All right, shall we carry on here? We
Now,
only got 30 minutes.
where are your rainbows?
They're over here.
Let's talk about those real quick before you start doing something to those, because I think you can do the same thing. And if you make your little
and I don't know that I love these
pops, I don't know if I love that one that's kind of messy.
This one.
Yeah. But I don't know what happened to the other one. It just isn't quite as oomphy.
Well, these are the Carandosh.
Oh. But see what I mean? Putting those on a little tag too.
I don't know if I have enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could, because I could even just put those on like a longer situation. Because
you're going to have a back-to-back gluing, and this would be a nice opportunity to sandwich.
Well, what I would like them to do, as much as, like, I do like these, but I think color-wise, they stand out. They're different. What I would like to do is if you can stamp me these two stamps again, and then I'll do it with the marker. But I've got to be a little bit more strategic.
Strategery. Strategery required.
Strategery is required.
And then Jen Caddy Fiddly Bits wants to know if you like those Sharpie paint pens.
I do.
We do.
They are more expensive.
Eddie's gonna be RB.
Okay.
By Elizabeth.
Yeah, the Sharpie ones are quite lovely, but they are way more expensive than these. And these are almost as equal. And also, the thing is that these are sold in sets that have more color variation, which allows for some cool blending. Now, that's not to say
that's
that
always been my problem with the Sharpies. They don't have good color selection.
They are getting better because they're trying to be more competitive. Because they did come out with a whole new set of these types of these creative markers, which are the acrylic type markers, in a new kind of a fun neutrals
palette.
Yeah.
Hey, I just had an idea for you, but it's just,
okay.
If you pierced the top lip, you could dangle the lips from the top little thing that you've got going up there. We've got those light bulb attachment things.
Oh. So you're saying
you pierce the lip and then pierce the top of your hoodie-doo thing.
Alright, so this is going to go with... Alright, we got to keep in mind our pages here and which one's which. Okay, pink's going to be on this side.
And then what you could do, Mariah, is you could write, you've got 3 of them, you could write, love is love.
Yes, that is what I was thinking, so you're on the right track with that. I've got like mucky stuff all over the place here. Making me kind of crazy. Alright, so this is going to go down here.
Sherry likes the Sharpie creative markers.
You were talking about, so if we did...
And Lindsay says, pierced lips. Whoa.
Pierced the lip. Okay.
And dangle it. And I know we have a bag full of those things somewhere. Hello, Tina Svanberg.
I'm digging, lady.
She's digging. And Lizzie Jean gave us a whole bunch of other words: love, pride, equality, acceptance, community, authenticity, and liberation. I think, yeah, Pride is good. That's a word we could use. But the rest of those are kind of long.
Yeah, we gotta keep them short.
That'd be short words because we don't have a lot of...
Not a lot of space here. So yeah, I see these. This is what she's talking about. Now look, I even have color options, but I think it should be the black.
Oh yeah, probably so. Because you don't want to emphasize your piercing. It speaks for itself.
But I like what you're saying, because then the other thing that we could even do is, where are you? Wonderful rainbowy business.
Now, can you kind of get it so it dangles on an angle? The angle of the dangle.
Have this.
Bulb pins. Thank you, Brandy Bell Arts.
Look at this. Okay.
What are you doing with that? That's just going to muck it up. Put that away.
See, and then it can clip onto there.
Oh, I don't hate that.
She wanted to.
I really wanted to. Because it just looks like a woolly ball.
Well, yes, this does look like a woolly ball. You are very correct about that, Patricia. Look at her observation skills. She's so...
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to be it.
Well, you're working on a lot of the other things. I thought I'd fill in where we...
Yes, and I'll just let you fill in on that one.
Okay. So, I love the piercing idea because I just think it's kind of weird and quirky. But I could even just glue it.
Oh, come on. The piercing is
no, yeah, we need
another
to glue
whole level.
Yeah, we gotta pierce it. We're gonna pierce it. Let's just do it. This is not gonna finish today, obviously. I mean,
Tracy
we got 30 minutes, but
yeah, she got it.
Good job. Good job, y'all.
Lindsay Lloyd said pretty yarn.
All right, we gotta... Are we doing a side lip piercing or a middle lip?
I think you want the angle of the dangle to be slightly off a bit. Don't center it right in the middle of the lip.
Okay.
That's my feeling.
Right. I'm thinking that we want it kind of like... And then we're going to glue that underneath there. See, that'll hook into there. So we're going to do it on this side.
Why are you going to do it? No, just do it on one of the lip humps. Top lip hump. Why are you doing it on the side there?
Oh, like this? Like a lip hump there?
Yeah.
Okay. That was almost a situation. Y'all.
Don't poke your finger.
I'm not. I got it. I'm a professional.
Perfect. Perfect. Perforation.
Perfect perforation, she says. And look at that. That was a good amount. And then I'm going to... Each one of these. Now, we're going to waste some yarn, but don't judge me. It's fine. We'll save it for later. I just don't think y'all understand how much she loves that.
What Izzy says. And then we end up throwing it away when it has...
I know. I'm like, I'm not saving this for later because you are a liar.
Now, you're just going to thread it through there? You're going to tie it on?
I'm going to clip it on like that. Look at there. And see, this is going to get glued up there. See, this is not at all...
It's going to hang down there in the humpy rainbows?
Yeah, the humpy rainbows.
All right.
My humps, my humps, my lovely lady lumps. Now, on this one, because see, we have two that go to this side.
But you can also, arrange them at different levels there,
Okay, wait. Whoa.
Up, down.
Here's where we're at
close
with this.
to the top.
Hold on, lady. Now, nothing says that we can't just make a single spread or all of our lips need to end up on the one side. If that is the case, then maybe what we do is more of a situation where we have like a this and a this. Because we're going to be dangling them. Y'all remember that? Yeah? Remember? And then this situation underneath, like a so. kind of digging this. It's kind of a weird circusy kind of situation, which is very seems right. Right? You know, like
Paula just spit out her wine. Somebody else spit out their coffee. This is a lovely spitting day.
It's a lovely spitting day.
Okay, so what are you going to do on the other side?
So I think on that one, then maybe we just do our, I could do the big, where's my napkin? Where'd it go?
Oh, just do your drippy napkin on the other side. Excellent.
Drippy napkin on the other side, and then do the equal rights.
Yeah.
I can write it out.
Okay.
I will do my best. But look at that. See, because we have, you know.
I think it's
and I see I love how that like points into that. So let's see how far we get here, y'all. Still got some time.
Kind of Rorschach-y there.
Okay.
And Lizzie Jean says, Mariah, you have to let go and come out of the perfectionist closet.
I'm not a perfectionist.
She's a whole lot more perfection-y than I am.
Yeah, I mean, compared to P, I do. I look like I should go to therapy.
That was a good one.
But it's all, you know, this is...
And they said that's an awesome napkin.
It is. Sue sent that. All right. See, oh, I think this is going to be great. Great.
So have you just given up on the rainbow? Your rainbow things?
My rainbow things? What do you mean?
Or are they going to go over on the napkin side?
Yeah, I think those rainbows are just, they're for something else, some other day.
Well, you did give us a good demo on, you know, how that's working.
Yeah.
She's also known as an Arty Faffer. But see, I do think that that's just absolutely splendid. The 3 is good. Now, I don't know if I like your little circus tent things at the top. I've always thought that they were weak. Color-wise.
Okay, well, all right. Now, since this has opened up a situation here, maybe what we do is just top and bottom. And it's sort of like teeth. Like that. Right?
Flip them. Yeah, you got more. There you go. I think that that's a good thing. I'm liking that a whole lot better.
Yeah, and
it showcases it.
Yeah. Okay.
You can have like them all dangle at a different angle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll kind of try to get this one a little more towards the middle. And then hook this one in.
Well, it needs to go into...
like that.
Okay, that one, yeah, more the middle. And then the other one needs to go in the opposite way. There you go. No, you had it. Mariah. Opposite side of your orange lip. The blue lip. Pierce it on the opposite side.
Yeah, over here?
Yes, please.
But the thing is, it'll probably dangle like that.
That's how you want it. You want it to angle.
Oh, okay.
At the opposite angle.
Gotcha.
Think about what? I don't know what Rhonda wants me to think about.
Okay.
That yarn's kind of gross. It kind of looks like throw up.
Well, again, I think that's probably appropriate. Some people feel that way.
Coming out of the mouth.
I mean, there's a
they
lot of...
They never dangle at the same angle. This
right.
is very true.
I have never actually been to a Pride event. The closest thing I've been to is Halloween down here in Dallas. That was very close. Let's just say I made some people angry. They don't like my wings. It upset people. Because
Yeah.
they were big.
Haters gotta hate.
They were big. I needed more space.
Yeah, people do not understand that personal space is. I don't like people, getting in my bubble.
Yeah.
And everybody says the vibrant colors work a lot better.
Okay.
Get rid of those. Yeah. But you might, I don't know.
And then I got one more piece left here. I could, like do it. So where we look at that. That's pretty good.
I'm kind of thinking it's good. Yeah, I like that.
And then with over the napkin.
I don't know if we can get the napkin down. Wool balls, angles of dangles, and Moas encourages to select a threesome. I don't know what she's going to threesome on the other side. I'm a little worried about the other side. Well, now, I don't hate that, quite frankly.
I think it's fabulous. Okay, let's get this down.
But now you do need to incorporate some of that orange at the very top there.
Orange at the very top? How so?
At the top of the napkin. I know it's got some writing on it, but
well,
yeah, the napkin looks spilly.
I think this is the other day when I glued down the one and then remember it was, I don't know if this is double.
Oh, Calvin said they had a big gay dance party around the protesters at my local Pride yesterday. Y'all would have loved it. Oh, I think I would have, as long as it wasn't hot. I'm not doing any dancing in the heat. I can just tell you right now.
I'm just going to tell you that right now, y'all. All right. Do we want it? Okay. Do I want to center this big orange business up, or?
Yeah. See, that big orange business there. Really.
So,
I think you're going to have to tear your napkin out.
I do too. I think we're going to do it like this though, and then if I need to come in and piece another thing in, or
yes,
break it up, we can do that. But I think I'm hitting all the colors that way.
I agree.
Okay.
You had to have that yellow at the top. Very good.
All right. We understand what's going to happen with these. I'm going to continue on with that. That'll probably be this evening or something. But y'all understand what was going on there. That needs to go there.
Oh, love over the napkin. It looks like it's spilling out. I think I understand that.
Well, and maybe what we write on there, or we do it to where, like, I can have P write it out. The equal rights for others doesn't mean fewer rights for you. It's not pie. She can write that out in, like, kind of a thing, and then I'll cut it into more of, like, it's coming out of the paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now on this, should I doop, 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 doop? I think I should.
Yeah, I think so.
Now I'm going to leave a little bit of it.
Oh. I don't know why you're going to do that, but
just to break it, and I might even come in and just with the black marker again and do that over this, because I think we have so many colors.
It will define that even if you went ahead and did that in the patent leather.
Yeah. We may need to do that. But let's get our napkin gluing down. Oop.
Will the yarn go under the hootie doo?
Yes. Oop.
Yes, ma'am. And Paula says, so joyful and fun, Mariah.
As it should be. As it should be.
Well, I'm telling you what, this is going to be kind of a hard act to follow.
What do you mean?
Because it's fabulous.
Well, thank you. Even though, and I love that you're always bringing a little bit of your anger to it. So that way it really...
I can't let you just do everything you want to do right off the bat, because I don't think you're making good decisions.
That's right.
That's my job as a mother.
She's saving me from those bad decisions.
I'm saving her from bad decisions. Oh, bold move.
Yeah, I know. It is a bold move that I got going on here. I'm trying to get as much done for y'all as I possibly can. A clean card. May I have a wipey, please?
Certainly.
I think I need one. Thank you. Down there.
Okay, the rainbow shapes keep making me think that they need faces and need to be people in additional creation. Rainbow paper dolls. Oh, we got all kinds of suggestions for you, Mariah. She's kind of working under the get her done banner.
Tried.
I don't labor under those constraints.
No. I would like y'all to witness the greatness that just happened there. Now, if this thing's double-sided, I'm going to be real irked, but, like, I couldn't get it to bust apart. I think it's one thing.
It's a single-sider.
But sometimes you don't know until you got the thing glued down, and then it's all
Spit on it a little bit. That's what I say. Pride paper dolls. I think so too. I want somebody to make some of those. I don't want to do it.
Okay, let's trim this up.
Tabby wants to know, where did you get the napkin?
Sue.
So.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. That's gonna go there. I do think. See, I'm telling you. See, I knew it. Urgh!
What? Is it separating?
Now it's separating. Look at that.
Well, just put another layer down of glue and glue it down. Holy moly. Look at that. Whoa. Some fugitive color is escaping there.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? All right, you know what? We got an option here because I don't know that I need to make this any heavier than it needs to be.
I mean, it's not like you're running out of pages.
I'm not running out of pages. Look at this, y'all. We can make this happen. We can look at that. Woo! See, now if I was editing a video, you would have never even known all of those things.
If I was making a video, you'd still be looking at the ceiling.
That's true. She would have talked a lot.
The sound would be great, though.
The audio she gives. Now, this is what's going to be real crazy tricky. But we're going to try a different method here. See, that's what I wanted to show y'all. You have options. Especially when you screw things up.
Oh, you're going to go with tape?
I am.
Oh.
Wow, it's a bold move. But, because it is so thin, Darcy got it. She got a good chuckle out of that.
Is the middle part just going to be open?
Is the middle part going to be open? So what do you mean? Remember, we might do the writing.
No, but I mean the taping that you're doing here.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to cause an issue.
Well, you know, and then you could always just slit it and stick something in there.
split it and stick something in there.
Oh, this is making me very nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no room for error here.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that down like that.
Well, if you mess this up, do you have another napkin? Got a backup?
Well, there's more of the napkin.
Okay.
So,
well, that
we
makes
have
me a little
right.
My mind a little easier.
This is not the only bit of napkin we have. All right.
And Cheryl says that's going to tear down the middle eventually.
You think so? All right. If you think so, then we're gonna just do it like this. Hold on. Hold on. Fix that. Your little dog Toto too. Boo, 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 boo. Sticky.
We have a backup napkin. For some reason, Paul thinks that's funny.
Alrighty. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
On
tape on tape.
Yeah. Is it better to flip over that way? Or... Hey. That ain't too shabby. Ain't too shabby. Did y'all see that?
I'm looking at it. Excellent. And
what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just round these out and make it like this because we're going to glue this down, remember?
Yeah.
Into the book. And then I'll just come in with markers and shore up any of that, business there.
Well, even if you cut down a little bit more and outline, there you go. That's more better.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna glue our thing. All right, it goes that way. Yeah. Look at that.
Well, I think what Mariah did there is she didn't think that it was a napkin that was separating.
Yeah, I didn't. No.
She did look at it. Yeah.
No.
Cynthia said, "Good job, Mariah."
Thank you.
And Cheryl's clapping.
All right. Y'all are awesome. Okay. 7 minutes. We are going to...
Now, before you glue that down, aren't you going to do the black on the edges there?
I need to do it, I think, just on the
bumpy part.
Bumpy part.
The bumpy part is all you need. It just needs to separate from the napkin.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I agree.
Unless Jean's seeing the part that she missed. I know, if you don't refresh sometimes, I forget that too. If I'm over here and I'm lagging and I hit live, it'll let me know. Carla's clapping too.
Weird chunky stuff.
And Tammy's putting some things in that yeah.
Oh, that's our new emoji.
The heart with the rainbow around it.
That's our pride emoji. I mean, we're gonna keep it. But
Brandy Bell Arts likes the idea of black.
Okay. I'm going to try this. This is the 1 pin. Especially since it's not like soaky uppy kind of paper. Because remember, that was my problem the other day, is this was drying pretty quick. But I think on here, it won't.
Because it's not getting sucked in. It's staying on the surface. Tracy said she would clap if you could see the emojis well enough. Tammy said she had to get out her glasses to see the emojis. Seeing the emojis isn't part of my problem. I just don't understand what they are. I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. And it just takes me a long time to decide, well, is this really what I want to say, Or is this one better?
Yeah.
I think that looks totally so cool. Yeah, whack it a couple times on the back.
Yeah, I did. Now I'm trying to scoop up a little more on this orange end.
Eye exams are a struggle. I don't like them either. And that one where they shoot that bright light right in your eyeball, that one just sends me. Then they're always wanting to take your blood pressure. And I finally just gotten a little bit surly about that.
I
know y'all find that hard to believe. But, and I told him, I said, don't you have one of those wrist things? I said, you need to borrow it from the people on the other side of this place. They've got bunches of them over there.
Okay. Digging that.
Well, I don't know. Brandy says she wants lines in between the colors, but I think let's try putting it down there and see what the visual effect is first. Because we might not need that. I don't think. I think it's the idea that they visually kind of blend together is an okay thing.
Yeah. But I do, I mean, I understand, because it's a thought, for sure. I don't know. What do you think? And look, I can't clean my thing.
I don't think it needs in between, because I think what it's going to do is it's going to draw to. This is basically a background.
Yeah.
For the next page. That's my feeling.
Yeah. Or and there's going to be a focus on maybe, whatever little thing that we put in here.
Yes, because that's the pie thing.
All right. That business. But not this, because
that business.
It just needs to be the writing, I think.
Oh, and see, I love that.
What?
What you just put down there.
The love is love?
But, cut it out.
In a bubble.
In a bubble. So it kind of bubbles like the bubble.
Bubble. Trouble.
And do you have some more of those symbols and whatnot?
Yes. I mean, and I could stamp this, on this. But.
Good. But I like the contrast.
Yeah, it needs to probably.
The white needs to separate it from the background.
All right, well, let's get this on here because I got to cut it.
Well, here's the, yeah, you do have to cut it, but before you glue it, leave a little space there so you might be able to tuck things in if you needed to.
Okay, I understand.
Because you know.
Yeah. Might be kind of fun.
And it could be a tuck spot.
Okay.
Yes, don't forget to hit your thumbsy upsies, y'all, if you have not done so yet. I know sometimes I forget because I just get into it. Okay, somebody named Nima showed up.
Hi, Nima.
I didn't see her.
It's because it's Crafts and Designs by Nima.
Okay, sorry. Did not see it. It's moving too fast, and I was watching Mariah. But you just hang in there, Brandy. I think it's going to all become clear.
Okay. Yeah, we're going over. I'm going to at least get this sort of in the book so you have maybe a clearer vision of it. Now, once again, here we are.
Once again.
This could be over here.
I'm waiting to see it on the hoop-de-doo.
And this
or if you turned it the other way.
And this could be here.
So that the bumpy stuff's on the outside rather than the inside.
Or, yeah, this could be here like this.
See, that's more of a bookend.
Okay, so you like it like that, or
I do.
Does
and
this
it
need
makes
to be
more
on
sense as a tuck spot also?
Well, and does it need to be this one on this side and this over here?
I don't know.
I like this better. I like the movement in this direction.
Okay.
Don't you?
Kind of think I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what that tells us, see, I didn't want to cut it until I knew that, because it sort of makes a difference.
Yes.
All right, that's my page that's for that. Okay.
Okay, and I have another. I don't know how it would work, but you know how you, where's your card gonna go? Are you making a card for this one?
No, because this is
because this is not a
right.
It's not a color.
Right, it's not a color combo.
It's just a
thing,
a pride thing.
Yes.
But if you cut that off, that end straight on the outside, the one that you're lopping off, you might be able to use it someplace else. That's what I'm saying.
Well, and what I may even... Well, no, I can't do that. And I can't do that. Okay. I'm just going to glue that down at the bottom.
Okay, now here's the thing. Can I just speak to you one moment before you start whacking things? I think it would be better to have a straight edge on the inside and have more. How much are you going to be cutting off there? I say cut your napkin, not your color.
Oh, you mean lose that?
Yeah.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Don't you think?
Yeah. I do need to chop this a little bit because it is not straight.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's, and I need to kind of do that now. So yeah. I need the chopper.
I got it.
And here we are with all the stuff in the way, but it's alright. We're going to get her done, y'all. If you're squeamish, look away. Alrighty. Alright. That needed to happen. That's gonna go there. So then I just need to kind of make a decision on
Now see, you did not do what I wanted you to do.
What do you mean?
I would have cut the part off of the inside.
I'm going to. I just needed to cut a little bit off of this to make it straight. That's where we are at this, thing. Then I'm saying, all right, how much of this do I need to cut? Because I need to,
the inside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And make it blurby. Because I like that. I thought that was a good idea.
You want the blurb?
I want the blurbiness.
I would have just cut it straight. I don't think you're getting that much
well,
out of your blurby business.
That's between you and me.
Sherry likes the idea of the
blurby
edge.
Thank you. See, I really want to keep that. All right, cut some more. Cut into.
You need to cut in the top a little bit more. And Cheryl says, "Be careful of the blue. You're losing your blue."
Mm-hmm. And nothing says I can't glue those bad boys back on either.
You got any more of that napkin you can put down there on that orange to kind of make... it's probably not going to make any difference, though, because you're going to cover it up with other stuff anyway.
Right. This is kind of one of those things where it's best just that, it's better to cut a few times than one big time that you're sad about. There we go. Need to curl that a little more, though.
Well, yeah, a little bit of blue peeking out there is kind of weird, but...
Well, I think I can bring some more of it in. I'll bring it back with this little bit that I got here.
There you go.
And I can, I'll cut a piece off and we'll piece it in. Because I'm with you on that.
It's too bad Mariah doesn't have any big scissors. Hey, I've got some big scissors. Yeah. My scissors are bigger than her scissors.
These are my...
I got the El Grande.
Mine are about the same. My big ones are about the same. You just got bigger holes. All right. That's gonna happen with that. This down here. So we'll lay that like that. Like that going into the... Might be like that. And then that one.
Wait till you're getting into the time editing territory.
Okay. That's that, y'all. And then once I get it done, then I'll do a nice like I did last week with the, not me holding it up kind of thing. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what P's doing. She's working on her book. She's got, I don't know.
I did some of Carrie's what you call those things?
That's right.
Borders.
She did some borders. So
I don't do it like Carrie did them, but
yeah.
That's because my colors weren't the same as his.
All right, my Arty friends.
I meant to say that earlier while he was still here.
Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.